What's up everyone? This is a non-gamer account here. Um, I'm going to do some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff because, well, I'm bored and I kinda got back into it, so why not, right? Um, yeah, I haven't played this game. Well, I started a Dueling Network account like a week and a half ago, and I realized that I know absolutely nothing about the game, because like the last time I actually played it was before Synchros even existed that long ago. So yeah, I had to like spend a lot of time, figuring out what the heck I was doing. So yeah, um, I'm gonna do it just a simple deck profile today. Um, it's a fun deck, not really anything too serious. I thought it would be entertaining. Speaking of entertainment, I looked back at my last video, and I was awkward, boring, and not entertaining. So I figured I should probably be less boring. Um, Although I'm kind of already failing at that, considering that I'm talking not interestingly. Anyways, so here we go. Right, this is an Exodia deck, as you can obviously see here. Um, and I'm going like it's a different type of Exodia deck. If you noticed, I named it Exodia SP Count, which is spell counters. Since I'm using this card, or a magical library, to try to gain as many spell counters as possible to draw cards from the deck. It's fun to kind of like toy around with because it's just kind of like there. I should kind of just I don't know. I think it's interesting and entertaining. So yeah, obviously you can have your Exodia pieces. Whoop, there you go. Yeah. I have 3 Destiny Hero Defender just because I need like some sort of stalling and I don't want to lose everything in one turn. I don't want to get OTK'd. Um. Oh, speaking of it, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But if you have suggestions for this deck to make it not as wimpy, then go ahead and make them in the comments. Cause this deck probably it sucks. Cause I didn't spend too much time making it, to be quite honest. And there are some very old cards here, as you can probably see. Um, but yeah. Okay, back to the profiling. Um, 3 Royal Magical Library for obvious reasons. You want to actually use the library. It's interesting how a library can get you cards. But anyways, Sangan, just to search for Magical Library. And Shining Angel is here just because it's a little bit situational, so I'm thinking about taking it out and adding something, replacing it with something else. Um, like if you have level area B out here, and if you search for a magical library, it'll automatically go to defense. So Shining Angel isn't bad, so I figured I might as well add him. Yeah. How to clear water. This is an interesting card. I don't feel like many people know about it, but if you read it, if you pause and read this fact, I'm not gonna read it out loud. But if see, this is interesting because you can equip it to this guy. I don't want to call it a library a guy because like it's a library. But anyways, if you equip it to this card, can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects that target it. Now, of course, that means it's so susceptible to like Dark Hole and stuff like that. But it just gives these cards more protection, and it's also a spell card, so it's kind of fodder for spell counters. So I think it's interesting. It catches people by surprise. You have a level of that. I can't talk today. Level limit area B. Um, your basic quintessential, not quintessential, but old-fashioned stall card. Um, Magical Citadel of Endima. I don't even know how to pronounce that, to be honest. Um, yeah, it's this. I just call it the Citadel. Um, it helps our magical library because if you read its effect, again, I'm not gonna stop to read it, but if you would activate a card's effect by removing spell counters from the card you control, you can remove spell counters from this instead. And every time you activate a spell card, you get a counter on this and this. So basically, if you have 3 on here, you're more than likely going to have 3 in here. So you can just remove 3 from this to activate library's effect, and then activate 3 from the actual library. So not activate, remove 3. So you can activate. Sorry, you can activate this guy's effect multiple times in one turn thanks to the Citadel. So yeah, messenger piece, 100 life points. That's so much. I'm kidding. No, but it's a very good stall card. You know, just so that 2000 defense, it's okay, but it can easily be destroyed. So might as well have him out there. And unlike level limit and gravity bind, I have gravity bind here, but unlike them, this stops Xyz monsters. So yeah, 1 day apiece. You know, it's good because your opponent basically can't harm you, and while you might help him by allowing him to draw a card, you're probably not going to it's not going to matter as much as long as you're the one who's drawing cards as well. So yeah, that's that. And also you don't have to worry about the damage part because you're probably not going to do very much damage to your opponent with this deck anyways. The highest attack is 1400 in the deck. Spell Power Grasp. I'm thinking of adding a third one just because I should probably complete the set, but I kind of ran out of room. Although I don't necessarily need that. But anyways, Spell Power Grasp serves as many things. It serves as a deck thinner because you can add another Spell Power Grasp. It also serves as fodder for these 2 cards. They add spell counters, and it provides an additional spell counter to the card of your choice. So if you need 1 more for your library, or if you just want to protect your Citadel, I don't know why you would want to protect it, considering that if you play a spell card, it gets 1 anyways. But if you wanted to, I suppose you could. I mean, if you wanted to activate its effect of removing 3 from here instead of the library, that could work. Yeah, but it's a nice card because you can search for Exodia pieces, you can thin your deck, and you can basically help yourself. That's the entire point of this deck, I guess. Stumbling is another stall card that's less common, I feel. I haven't seen anyone use it ever, actually. It's changed to defense position. Monsters are changed to defense position when they're summoned, basically. That means the turn afterwards they can be changed back to attack position, which makes this not as attractive, I guess. Attractive. That's a weird word. I don't that anyways. Wow, I'm out of it today. It's good if you combine it with your other stall cards because then it's not so, weak. But it's good if you're getting if you're only getting your dark doors and you're not getting, these sorry again. These stall cards, I can't talk for my life, but yeah, it helps. So, and plus, I kind of needed another stall card that wasn't gravity bind, but you can easily replace it too. I mean, not a big deal. The stall is it's stall as long as it works. I mean, I just wanted to diversify the type of stall, and I felt like these were similar. But then again, they're not. Anyways, terraforming. It's a search card. You can search for your citadels. Even if you have a citadel on the field, if you have these in your hand, you might as well play them for the sole purpose of thinning your deck and making the Exodia pieces easier to find, which is the all-time purpose of your deck. Dark Door, one monster can attack So even if they can bypass all your other stall cards, only one of them can attack anyways. So that's nice. Upstart is Upstart. I mean, if your opponent gains 1,000 life points, so what? You're running Exodia. Who cares? Defense draw. If you find yourself getting screwed over because your defenses are failing and you don't have a library and you don't have stalls and everything is just collapsing under you, defense draw. Draw a card and you don't get any battle damage. I don't know 100% for sure what the rulings are, like if your opponent has multiple monsters. I don't know if they can attack. Some people say they can, some people say they can't. So I might have to check those out. Leave a comment if you know for sure, because I personally don't. And then this card, the Wall. I like to combine with Messenger of Peace. I like to pay 2,000 life points. That way, nothing can attack, unless your opponent heavy storms you. Now, that's why I should probably add more to the side deck, because I have 5 extra spots. Might as well go through those. Extra stalls and Spellpower Grasp. Wonder Wand. It's a good card if you're close to getting Exodia, and if you have a library out, you can play Wonder Wand. You may want to activate its effect, the library's effect, and then you can send both to the graveyard to draw 2. I hope you get lucky. Gravity Bind is Gravity Bind. I'm thinking of adding a few cards now that I've done this profile. For one, Gold Sark. I mean, I don't know why I don't have that here. I mean, Gold Sark is Gold Sark. I mean, it's interesting because, you know, some people say that you should go for the effect monster first, but some others say that you shouldn't. Now, this deck revolves around the usage of spell cards and Royal Magical Library, and not so much getting those cards into your hand. That's why I don't have Emissary of the Afterlife. This card, it's a nice card, but in this deck, it isn't as it doesn't work as well. I can't think of the words because it's like 5. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I got a lot of sleep in the daytime because I just got back here from my vacation, and I haven't posted a video in months, so I don't know how that relates to anything. But anyways, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have anything to prevent like heavy storm or anything. Might want to add a Dark Bribe, and then wow, can't type either. Solemn, yeah. Maybe if you want to add those, you can. The reason I have so few trap cards is I wanted to overshadow this deck with spell cards. And over half my deck is spell cards, so you know, worked. Shining Angel and Defense Draw, they're kind of there to, I don't know. I wouldn't say they're fun cards necessarily, but they're there, you know, just to be there. I don't have anything else real much to say. Yeah. Again, leave comments about this deck in general, suggestions, you know, anything that you can do to make this not so great deck a better deck. Yeah, so, but please don't leave comments that just say your deck sucks or my deck is better. Say how your deck is better, because that way I can actually take away something from that. It's kind of pointless for you to just post, you know, oh, this deck is crappy, I can do so much better. I'm sure you could. And I'm sure that you can also tell me how I could make this not so bad. Yeah. So, and I know a lot of people are sitting there going, well, why would I, well, like, why is he even saying this? Look, there are just some weird people out there. Anyways, I think I've rambled on for enough, and my 15 minutes are gonna expire because I'm using screencast. So see you later, guys. Thank you for watching.